So we're picking up right where we left off, looking at trading on Tuesday, August 18th in the E-minis, and we're still looking at that 8-minute chart. This is part 2 of the video. We began first looking at Monday, and in this part 2 we're going to go down a little bit more into the smaller time frames. But before we jump, I just want to show you once again we're using the Investor RT software, which has so many of these market profile tools, and you're seeing that we can look at a couple of different charts that give us our different perspectives. And in particular, I pay a lot of attention to these optimal entry points based on the point of control and value area for prior segments of time. This is the last hour on Monday's trading, and the first hour on Tuesday's trading. We have a value area which extends those levels into the subsequent hour. We've looked at this a lot on previous videos, so I'm just showing you again the versatility of this Investor RT. Here we're doing it with the 8-minute bars, and yesterday on Monday's trading we were looking a lot at the 15-minute time frame. So just to refer back to that in a minute, you can see that we really prepared our chart a little bit differently. This is the 15-minute time frame, and we're not really looking so much at the profile bars, but keying on these levels, and the larger time frame gives us very clear-cut levels when it opened on Tuesday today. Very clear, you can see. So this chart gives us a little different visual emphasis. We can see the value. Again, RT Investor is an excellent platform for that enables us to really trade off of this profile information. But now what I'm going to do is I'm gonna look at some of the ways we can get into these trades even on a smaller time frame. So now we'll jump maybe out of this particular setup and look at another angle. If we have our really solid confidence that the RT Investor gives us and pinpoints our levels and really makes us confident we know what the different parties are thinking here, big money, smaller money. We're looking when it really comes in, increasing volume on the breakout of the first hour with very strong percentage of buyers in that positive delta. But so let's take a look at now on a smaller time frame to see ways that we can really pinpoint our entries even within a few ticks. And for those of you that really like to have these very low risk entries, let's see if we can achieve that using this particular approach to trading the market profile and delta. Now this is our setup of a much smaller time frame, and here we're looking at something like the 480 tick chart, and we're looking at the same period. Remember, we were looking at the first hour, and we were looking at 15-minute bars, and then we looked at 8-minute bars. This is Tuesday's trading now, so we're looking at Tuesday, August 18th. And on this chart, we're really keying on all the levels that we have prepared going into the day. So this yellow line, for example, is the point of control for the day. This hashed purple line is the value area high, and this hashed purple line is the value area low. Now the actual tick value, it may be off by a couple of ticks here and there each one, because when you calculate it based on the 480 tick chart, it tends to come up with different values than on a 15-minute or 8-minute, but it's close enough. And then this big brown line here I always save for the pivot. So the pivot is also very important, and when you have a pivot and a point control right close together like this, then that's a really important key level. So here we are, and this is what it was doing during the first hour on this tick chart at 8:45 Central Time, so 15 minutes after the open. It is now probed down into the bottom of the value area for the day, and let's see what it does there. So this is how you can benefit if you can identify really good entries, if you have other ways of confirming them and allowing you to pull the trigger. Now, in particular, what I'm showing you here are some charting tools that are very powerful that are used in NinjaTrader, which is a free application. So if we combine RT Investor, which is a very, very low cost application of for about anywhere from $70 to $90 a month, you get absolutely everything they offer with the market profile and very, very sophisticated tools. And free data feed if you use a broker like mine. I access Transact Futures data and Zenfire. So I have access to the Zenfire data feed for NinjaTrader, and the other Transact provides the data for the RT Investor. So data is free, and NinjaTrader is free, and RT Investor is getting pretty close to free. So for all of those of you who are spending a lot of money on your charting platforms and data feeds, I hope you see from this that you can get the most sophisticated combination out there for not very much money. But at any rate, looking at this setup, this is a set of indicators by Dr. Barry, and he has created this top dog indicator set, which is actually very inexpensive, and you can find a link on my blog to access it, access his website and some videos where he'll tell you all about it. So if you'd like to learn more about Dr. Barry Burns' course and these indicators, you can go to this address, topdogtrading.com/freecourse.htm, and he has created these very special indicators which create a wave count automatically, and it's better than any Elliott wave software I've seen, in my opinion, because it's much easier to trade. It doesn't get complicated. It just takes the pivots and the actual highs and lows and just puts numbers and letters on them, and it adjusts if necessary, and you get something that's tradable. And that's what we want to look about here. This indicator, the oscillator, we're looking for a classic divergence, and we now look for it at the profile area. So when we're at the profile area low here, we've seen it open higher, and after the first half hour we get a double bottom there. First of all, we have a great 1, 2, 3 corrective wave count at the end of a longer sequence, and this is a great signal. We get our divergence, we get a higher low on the stochastic on this double bottom. That there is a entry you could take with 4 or 5 tick stop loss, but the more conservative one for people who like that is wait till the momentum increases above the previous momentum on the first rally and get in back at the moving averages here, which happens to be supporting right on the pivot, and you've penetrated the upper value here, and then you are making new highs here. And the exit would be at a resistance level here, which I have plotted on the chart after a 5-way sequence. So that's a real big trade on our higher open, pull back into the value area from the previous day, indication of price, finding buyers and support there based on momentum and cycles of the stochastic. All of these indicators are in the Top Dog Trading package. He puts them together this way. You combine them with the market profile, and you're going to get really, really low risk entries on a small time frame chart like this 480 tick. Now, that's not the only trade, because when we came back, typically you go into value, you extend higher out of it. You might find a retest on a day that isn't a real strong runner day, and then you see if you can get other indications. Now, it's supporting very well on the moving averages. This is his particular moving average combination, which I find is very effective, resting on the longer term here. And once again, you just wait for your perfect combination of Elliott wave. You've got a 1, 2, 3 pulling back here, it's triangulating, but you don't have to know all the details of Elliott wave at all. You're just looking for the oscillators and the stochastic. You've got another double here, the momentum has significantly diminished on the retest. So it's a classic zigzag that didn't make a new low, or however you want to look at it. But we just look at the signals, and we're at our level. And this short-term time frame will get you into the trade with very low risk, which could be anywhere from the other side of the value to other side of the pivot. And trailing your pivots up into the morning makes it another really big trade. So two fantastic big trades off the value.